course, the iconic scene from Young Frankenstein with Gene Wilder. And of course, we're talking about Gene Wilder today. Everyone's still reminiscing about some of their favorite movies, their favorite scenes of his.
You know, he was just such an original spirit and such a daring comic, and the fact that Gene Wilder's been out of the public eye for a couple decades, right? And we're still like, I mean, we're still obsessed with him. He's just a tremendous guy and a tremendous talent, and he always took chances, and yeah, he will be missed.
Well, you know, the reason we're actually talking about it today is when we invited Sean to be our guest co-host for the day. Of course, he's considered a pop culture guru, if you will.
Yeah, you can keep it coming, guru. Exactly. Genius. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm not Gene Wilder, you know.
But, you know, I mean, rightfully so, though. You definitely enjoy it, and so we thought this would be a great time, and there's so many topics going on right now that are definitely talkers. So we decided to put you to work.
Put me to work, Natalie Taylor. Put me to work. Let's do it.
Come up with some of the ideas, some of the things that you're seeing.
The cool thing about Gene Wilder is that, you know, Tampa Theater is going to have a free screening on Saturday, September 10th of Willy Wonka. You know, what's your favorite Gene Wilder movie?
I would probably say I knew him from Willy Wonka, yes.
Yeah, I mean, Wonka was like, as Willy Wonka, he was like terrifying and genial at the same time. You know, we have a clip here, and it was just this amazing performance, you know?
Without a doubt.
Yeah, check it out, Willy Wonka.
They're black and white, clear as crystal. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped into the ceiling, which now has to be washed and sterilized, so you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Oh, good day, sir. I love that.
When I was little, I never knew what to make of that because he was such a likable character, yet that scene was a little intimidating for me, but that just shows as an actor the chops that he did bring to every gig.
I know. He was, but that, again, that was Gene Wilder. And I think even my kids, you know, I have two daughters. I said 18 earlier.
Well, I think
I have two daughters, 12 and 8, and nothing against Johnny Depp, who remade Willy Wonka with Tim Burton, but the Gene Wilder, I mean, that is the iconic role, and there's something about him. It's that menace and sweetness, and of course the Oompa Loompas. They freaked me out,
I was going to say, you said you were scared of them.
They're orange, and their scary song, and they're dancing around me. That scarred me, but I'm probably was a better kid. Like, I'm probably not in prison right now because of Gene Wilder and Oompa Loompas.
I looked forward to those dance scenes. I always danced.
Did you really?
I was always a dancer, so I looked forward to seeing that. I was the opposite of you.
Oh, God, terrifying. Oh, they're absolutely terrifying. All right, so we have some other big talkers, right? Oh, there you go. There's your information for Willy Wonka, Tampa Theater. Everybody go check that out.
Great event.
Great event, totally free, and if you haven't seen it, take your kids. Just look out for those Oompa Loompas.
Or embrace the Oompa Loompas,
no, stop
depending on how you like it.
No, you're setting people up for terror.
They're so fun.
They're not fun. Would you really want to party with Oompa Loompas?
If the music and dance is there, yes.
No, but
I love a good choreography.
Yeah, and they're going to find out something you did wrong, and they're going to make a song about it, and they're going to torment you. All right, let's move on to something a lot nicer than Oompa Loompas. Tom Brady, quarterback of the New England Patriots.
He's definitely nicer than an Oompa Loompa, I'll give you that.
You're making your dream. He's got a brand new haircut, okay? And Twitter went into a frenzy when Tom Brady at a press conference displayed his new hair. What do you think of that new
Okay, I hadn't seen it yet. We knew we were doing this segment. I wanted to be surprised.
Right.
Okay, I definitely see the 90s comments now. I mean,
right.
I see the part down the center. I mean, that is how it was in the 90s. We were talking about some Zach Morris scenarios.
Right, Saved by the Bell hair. There you go. You got Zach up there. And the next one, though, this is what I love about you. Okay. Tell everybody about your connection to Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
JTT, this was like the heartthrob for me. I had a Jonathan Taylor Thomas calendar. I absolutely did. I was going to say one of our guests in our studio, she had it as well. I'm not alone.
A calendar?
A calendar, JTT calendar.
Was it the same pose, like everyone?
Oh, no, I think we had to have different ones, I'm assuming. Had to. I don't really remember. I didn't keep it, clearly.
I love that you totally kept it. It's under your bed.
Who told you?
I love that you call him JTT. Okay, next up, we have another Kardashian show is airing on September 11th. This is Rob Kardashian and his fiancée, Blac Chyna. It's called Rob and Chyna. And are you a Kardashian fan?
I do watch it. I do. I'm not saying I'm like a huge fan. I watch it to see the style and the clothes. You do like to see the closeness of the family. That's definitely a positive that comes away from the show.
I totally agree with you with that. I think.
But another spinoff? I think they might be stretching themselves a little thin here. I get the hit while the iron's hot thing.
Yeah.
But this may be a lot.
I want you to be honest with me, okay? So my oldest daughter, Ava Daly, she's 12 years old, loves the Kardashians, can't wait to see Rob and China. Now, it's our thing. We watch Keeping Up on Sunday nights. Am I a bad dad for letting my 12-year-old daughter watch that?
Here's why I don't think you are. And I'm not just saying this because you're sitting beside me right now.
You're totally going to rip me in the commercial break.
Here's why I don't think you're a bad dad. Because they're going to watch it anyways. Kids are going to be talking about it at school. They're going to be hearing some of these scenarios. And if you're watching with a parent, then you can kind of guide them and say, yes behavior, no behavior, this is what we like, this is what we don't like.
Yeah.
And I think that that kind of helps a little bit.
You're so nice. Thank you. You don't mean...
I'm sitting by him when he's asking me.
Yeah, no,
I mean that though.
No, the fact that they have, you know, she has a sister and like the Kardashians are good to each other and they're a good family and they're close. And I kind of let her know when it's being manipulative or, you know, there's like an obvious like plug for a commercial or a sponsor.
Show after all.
But she's also, you know, she sees her dad. I do TV and stuff, so I kind of give her behind the scenes stuff. I'm not trying to make it better that my daughter is hooked on the Kardashians, but I don't know. I like the whole thing. You know, as long, you're right. As long as I watch it with her and I explain certain things, I'm a terrible dad.
I think the guilt's what's getting to this one right now.
The Oompa Loompas are going to come out and do a song. Your daughter is messed in the head, you know?
This is great. This is absolutely great. The Oompa Loompas are going to be reoccurring throughout this show. And speaking of, we've got one we're actually going to touch a little bit on Disney.
Here we go. So out in California at Disneyland, the Tower of Terror, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, is being turned into a Guardians of the Galaxy ride. Disney now, of course, owns Marvel. Guardians of the Galaxy is a big Marvel hit movie. Now, Disney fans are up in arms because it's iconic, right? I know. We here in Florida, I'm a giant Disney nerd. I know you like Disney, but you're not as nerdy as I am, who is. We're a little worried here that they're going to turn Tower of Terror here into something else. Again, no plans. It's still Tower of Terror at Hollywood Studios here, but we're worried. What do you think?
We're seeing a lot of those classics that we know going away to make room for like the comic book stuff and some of these newer, and I understand why they're doing it. I get it, but of course it stings.
Listen, they do it for money at Disney. At the same time, these are genius Imagineers, you know, and they're great about doing this. I'm sure it's going to be an awesome ride, but keep it Tower of Terror and right here for a while.
I hope. Fingers crossed.
All right.